So everybody may have noticed that we haven't done an Honestly Guys, It's Just Our Opinion, and it's time for Honestly Guys, It's Just Our Opinion, featuring our favourite subject, Taylor Swift. Has the Taylor Swift-Travis Kelce hysteria gone too far? Yep.
Yeah.
Match over.
Yeah, John, Super Bowl winner Travis Kelce's arrived in Australia. He's joined Taylor Swift at a Sydney zoo.
Trust me, I know.
That's our connection to sport. With Taylor Swift, we've got that out of the way,
Trust
John.
me, I know. My news feed is like blown up about it. Like, just won't shut up. I saw 7 articles about it today before I got to a non-Travis Kelce Taylor Swift news article. Drone shots, helicopter shots, long-range shots of them kissing, holding hands. It's beyond ridiculous. Seriously. Swifties are crazy. You know, my daughter is crazy. She is. Sorry, Shasha, but you're crazy. I've come home and seen her on the couch dancing and singing. It's a hilarious video. She's crazy. Absolute nut job defensive if I say anything bad about Taylor Swift. Because, one of the things I always say is I really like Taylor Swift's music. I just think she's kind of a terrible person. Like, not that she's like, an evil person. I just think she's totally the exact kind of like over the top, arrogant, involves herself in politics kind of person that I just really think is ridiculous. She's like a ridiculous caricature of what a famous person should be. I do think that she's basically the modern Michael Jackson of music. Like, I think in 20 years we're still going to be looking at these Eras tours. They're breaking all the records previously held by Michael Jackson, But the fact that I opened my news today and the first 7 articles were Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce in the news. Okay, this is not news. All 7 articles were about the same thing. They went to the zoo or whatever. I didn't read any of them. All 7 articles were about how he'd arrived. 7 articles about the same thing before I got to any news. And there's actually news going on in the world right now,
Fair bit.
Yeah. There's actually news.
Yeah.
You have...
Yeah, you got Vladimir Putin killing Navalny.
Yeah, you got still the Israel-Palestine conflict is still going on. Ukraine versus Russia war.
You got Donald Trump saying something every second day.
Donald Trump is about to run for president. About to. It's like the election is in November. You've got Donald Trump's court case still ongoing. You've got world-affecting events.
Yeah.
Okay? And instead of that, I've got Travis Kelce has arrived in Sydney. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift went to the zoo. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift held hands. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift kissed each other like couples do. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are wearing shoes today. Like, it's ridiculous. If people think this is news, there's something wrong with the world. So my answer the question, yes.
Yeah, John, I know there are some Taylor Swift fans who are healthy fans who might go to a concert and enjoy the concert, and they follow her, they buy her records.
You show your age. You don't buy records anymore.
They'll listen to her music on YouTube or Spotify or whatever it is now, John. I am showing my age there. No such thing as CDs anymore.
I listen to her on the wireless.
I get that there are those fans, John, and look, good luck to you. You can like whatever you want to like. It's a free world.
Yep.
But I think there's an element of her fans where it's becoming an unhealthy obsession with her now. I think when you've got fans who are at the MCG, there were some fans who didn't even get tickets to the concert and still went there and stood outside when you didn't get tickets. There's also stories of some people going to all 7 of her concerts in Australia, in Sydney and Melbourne. Apparently it was costing them about $10,000, these people, to go to all her concerts. And you had some other people, John, who I think her flight got in at 1 a.m. to Australia. Some people even went to the airport just from a distance to look at the plane coming in. I just think, John, it's gone a bit too far. Has COVID sent people a bit crazy or something, John? Has this got something to do with it? I mean, John, like you, I'm not a fan of her. She couldn't have a laugh at herself at the Golden Globes when a very harmless joke was made about her. She didn't find it funny. She obviously takes herself very seriously, John, and as you mentioned before, she thinks somehow that her in the position she's in, she can influence the outcome of a US election, which I think is delusional.
Yes.
So this is where it sits, John. I think there are some fans who have a healthy liking of Taylor Swift. I think there are some others where it's becoming very unhealthy, John, and it's becoming weird.
Yeah,
it's odd. And it's very strange behaviour to me.
So sitting outside the venue they've actually it's become a Taylor Swift thing, hardcore, like really, really hardcore. They've asked people to stop doing it.
Sitting outside when you don't have a ticket, who does that, John?
So I'll tell you a funny story, right? I got free tickets to watch Guns N' Roses at Olympic Park. I don't really like Guns N' Roses, to be honest. I don't really like them. I've never really liked them. They're all right. They're my era of music. Like I'm a '90s grunge. I think in the answer to
like Nirvana, you'd be Nirvana.
If you had one album that you had to take on a deserted island, that was the only album you could listen to for the rest of your life. It was Alice in Chains MTV Unplugged. And Guns N' Roses has always been really, really far down on the list for me. I don't dislike them, I just don't really like them, right? When I went to the concert at Olympic Park, it was terrible. The sound quality was awful. So bad. It was unwatchable. And, I was seeing on Instagram and stuff, people who were also there commenting about how bad it was. Couldn't hear the vocals, nothing. It was so bad. I've never been to a concert that was that bad, and I've been to dozens of concerts in my life. Mm-hmm. So we left. I was like, I don't really want to be here. I don't really like them. I don't care. I know a few of their songs, all their famous ones. So me and my wife left. And as soon as we got outside the gate, the sound clarity was perfect. It was like they had set the levels inside for outside. And we found a massive crowd of people outside, listening to it because it was so good. So from what I understand, 10 minutes later, they played whatever song it was, and they readjusted the sound. So it was good inside and really bad outside. And so then the crowd outside dispersed because I read some internet stuff. And so what had happened is, like me, a bunch of people had left, right? Because it was unwatchable to me. Mm. Gone outside and gone, oh, this sounds awesome. I may as well just stay here and watch. So at the time when I walked out, I thought, look at these weirdos sitting outside. But then I read on the internet, this is what had happened. They had left. They'd gone outside and they're like, this actually sounds good. And I like Guns N' Roses, so I listen. And then when it changed to how it should be, and inside was good, outside was bad, they all left. But the Taylor Swift thing is bizarre. Okay, that kind of thing hasn't happened since people like Michael Jackson. The 60s and 70s were like that. Because they didn't have good sound mixing anyway. People would back in the days where you would drive all night to go to the movie Dazed and Confused. Is they're going to get Aerosmith tickets or something at the end of the movie. They're going to drive a few hours. They stay up all night so they can drive a few hours to an actually in-person ticket booth where you have to buy tickets. And if you miss out, you go and camp out outside and listen. Because like I said, the mixing isn't that good anyway. It wasn't that good anyway. It didn't matter where you bloody stood. For bands, for performers like Michael Jackson, people were like that too. They were crazy. They would go and stand outside in the vain hope that they'd see Michael Jackson driving past in a limousine. He'd pick them up and take them inside. And Taylor Swift is like that. They're crazy. They're nuts. They're just absolutely crazy. Yeah. Tickets went on sale again last night. I tried to get them, but I couldn't.
Yeah, John, I mean, it's a cult of Taylor Swift, isn't it, John? Just like it's a cult of Donald Trump. That they're aged more than 40 years apart, John. They seemingly don't have much in common, the two. But we are in the age of the cult of Taylor Swift and the cult of Donald Trump. They're probably... I mean, there's a lot of differences between them, John, but there are some similarities. Their bank balance is a similarity, that's for sure. Although Donald's just lost a lot to a huge fine.
They say he lies about his anyway.
Yeah, so. He lies about it. But, I mean, yeah, they're the two most talked about people in the world, John, and they're aged more than 40 years apart.
So, yes, honestly, guys, it's just our opinion, but we think Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce hysteria has gone too far. You agree?
Absolutely.
Time to end it.
Yeah, it's time. I know you're trying to get tickets, John, but I'm looking forward to the tour to be over and for her to go back and we can move on from this.
Well, I've watched them all, man. I've watched Pink, Lady Gaga, Usher, Justin Timberlake. Like, I've watched them all because I just like it for the experience.
But yeah, at least people weren't at the airport waiting for Justin Timberlake or Pink or.
Next time, go wait for Pat Cummins to come home, people.
Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna go waiting for Taylor Swift, then do it for Pat Cummins.